Hey, you guys, welcome back to Naughty Love Movement. It's your girl, Nikki, and today I'm bringing opportunities for advertisement on my channel. If anyone is interested, they can email us at naughtylove2020 at gmail.com. Our prices are affordable and reasonable, and please reach out to us. We can start our videos with any commercials that you would like us to advertise. I look forward to hearing from you. I'm out. One. Hey, you guys. Welcome back to Naughty Love Movement. It's your host, Nikki, bringing you the latest and trending topics. And I feel traumatized. I feel traumatized. Before we get into today's content, I just want to give a trigger warning because we're going to talk about some sensitive things. Number one, we're going to talk about justice for Shanquilla. The prosecution's office has made a decision. Okay. And then we're going to get into the kidnap victims from Mexico. They're speaking out. They were on CNN and they gave their account of what is happening. But particularly with the Shanquilla Robinson case, I'm disappointed. I'm really disappointed. And just to bring you guys back, once Mexico found out what had happened and the video had surfaced, ultimately they issued a warrant and left it in the United States hands. So like the United States would have had to do an extradition process um, to have whoever that warrant was for. It still has not been revealed. Um, they would have had to do the work to extradite that party so that Mexico can act on the warrant that they issued. The lawyer met with the prosecutors and we now have an update. And before we get into it, you guys, please remember to hit that like, subscribe, and that bell button and share this content on your different social media platforms. We need to keep her name out in the media. And something tells me if she wasn't a nature, melanated nature, things might have went a whole nother way. Because I remember the Natalie Holloway case that stayed mainstream media for years until they locked the perpetrator up behind somebody else's life that he tried to attempt. Okay, let's talk about John Benet Ramsey, who still to this day it still circulates her story. Why not for the Shanquella? Why not? Hey, Tavoris. I'm okay this afternoon. I'm disappointed. I'm sad about what we're about to get into. I have an update on the Shanquella Robinson situation and also the victims that were kidnapped in Mexico. And two of them were deleted basically as a result of that. So hey cousin, the surviving victims are speaking out. They sat with Anderson Cooper on CNN. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button and please share this video, okay? Because we have to keep Shanquella's name circulating through the media. I'm just so upset and disheartened. And for all of you who just joined, I just want to give you a little backstory. You know, once Mexico got wind of what happened and got evidence of the footage, they executed an arrest warrant and they left it in the US's hands to act and have that person extradited to Mexico so that they can act on their warrant that was issued. Okay, so just so you all know, that's where we left off. Now the family has been speaking out. They obtained a couple of attorneys, Attorney Crump, and I forget the other young lady's name, but they've been like trying to make noise and get some type of justice for this family. And my heart goes out to this family, and I know her parents are heartbroken. So let's get in to the update. Okay.
Federal prosecutors will not bring charges in the death of Shanquella Robinson. That announcement coming just minutes after federal authorities met with Robinson's family at the Charlotte FBI headquarters. In a statement from the U.S. Attorney and the FBI, the Fed said there was not enough evidence to bring charges. Robinson died in October last year while on a trip to Mexico with friends. WBTV reporter Brandon Hamilton is at FBI headquarters. You just heard from him minutes ago. He will be at a news conference with Robinson's family set to start at 1:30 this afternoon. That news conference will stream live across platforms, WBTV's platforms, including our news app and the WBTV Facebook page. We're posting the latest right now. You may have just gotten alerted on your WBTV news app about this story and this breaking news that no charges will be filed. Again, you can continue to follow along the app and us here on air and online for those latest updates.
So you mean to tell me that video footage that came out of the girl being basically flung around the room, all her friends standing around, egging it on, asking her to fight back, that's not enough evidence? These people going to get away with this? So you mean to tell me a group of my friends can lure me to Mexico, do the unthinkable, and fly back and live their lives? That's what is given to me. That's what is given to me. Because I can remember way more smoke in the media for Natalee Holloway. There's a lot of people that are at fault here. Number one, Mexico shouldn't have never let them out the country. Period. That doctor that came there and saw her condition had a duty to report that situation to the authorities. Please put in the comments, #justice for Shanquella. This cannot end here. It just really cannot end here. And when I say they're saying evidence, I think is, and they said this, I think the FBI is looking for evidence that this crime was planned here. But what about the contradiction? Like, they flew back and said she had alcohol poisoning, and then the autopsy said something else, that she had blunt force trauma. Her neck was broke. They really don't. They really don't, cousin. And our cousin, she going. And I told her, like, because I really want to take a trip, but it's dangerous in Mexico right now. is dangerous in Mexico. Please leave it in the comments. Hashtag justice for Shanquella. My heart goes out to this family. And I believe the reason why the FBI is stalling on charges, because you know the FBI, they only want to bring a case if they gonna win. Period. And I think what they're lacking is evidence that that was planned here in the United States. Like they need some type of evidence to tie it all together. But I think these people should have been brought in for questioning a lot sooner, and I think they went in there and lied because there's no real evidence. They all scrubbed their social medias. Okay, they deleted all their accounts. I think we should boycott Mexico. I swear to God, not another American should step foot in Mexico. If you go there, you crazy. And cousin, I love you. I think I'm gonna go to the Bahamas. Okay, like I can't be scared. Like that cartel run that country. That the cartel run that country, and that leads me to my next story. Okay, shout out to CNN. And I will have the links to all my sources so you guys can see the full interviews or whatever. Shout out to CNN for covering the story. They said the surviving victims of the Mexico kidnapping situation, they're speaking out to tell their account. Okay, let's get into it. Shout out to CNN. This is fair use. Here we go.
You're there till Monday, you said?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then what happened?
A guy came in Saturday night. Sometime after we ended up falling asleep. But I just know I felt like it was dark in the room we was at. So when I rolled over, I could see somebody standing at the door with a phone light. Mm-hmm. And he was like, "Can y'all get up? Can I talk to y'all?" He was like, "There's nothing that we can do to bring your two brothers back." He was like, "But we're sorry. Somebody made the wrong call. They was high and drunk. And I'm from America too." And he said, "I'm fighting with my boss for him to give y'all up." He's like, "I don't know how I'm going to do this, but we're going to try to get y'all back home to y'all family." And he's like, "I'm sorry, there's no worries, there's nothing we can do to repay you." You know, he just basically kept saying he's sorry. He's like, "When I give y'all up, I'm going to leave too because they're going to kill me for letting y'all go." And he said, "Well, I'm going to come back Sunday and get y'all," but he didn't come back till Monday.
He comes back on
Monday.
And says what?
They just blindfold us and blindfold us. They blindfolded him. They took me out first. They put me in the back of the truck. And they put the seat down and pushed me through to the front. Then they brought Eric and put him in the back and put Shaheen Zindel in the back with him too.
But they'll get everybody's over top of me to hide me.
They kept driving us all night, and they could have hear them cocking the guns, stopping at different little intersections and stuff like that. I was thinking he told us he was getting away from his boss, but as I hear the scanners, I think it was the police like maybe getting closer to us or something like that, and they just kept dodging us. So they rode us around till like 3 o'clock in the morning before they dropped us off at that shack that we was found in.
So you tried to get out from that shack?
I did.
You did. That's real trauma. What you have been through. How do you deal with that afterward?
To hear your brother, somebody who's your friend, who you call a brother, tell you they love you and you're never gonna see them again.
You're watching them fight for their life, and there's nothing you can
do about it. Yeah.
You tried to escape twice. I mean, what was behind that?
For my brothers to have the proper burial and for us to go back home to our family and kids.
That's what you want. That was important. Not only to get home to your kids, but to
give
your
them the
brothers to
proper
have a
burial. Yeah, because they didn't deserve that.
None of us
deserved it, but we're alive. We have a lot of recovering to do. At least 5 suspects have been arrested in connection.
So you heard that at the end, at least 5 suspects have been arrested in connection with this, and I hope they go under the jail for this. Like you heard them. It was a whole mistake. They made a mistake. These people lost their lives over a mistake. And look how callous they was. Like, "Oh, it's nothing we can do to bring them back, but we're going to do everything we could to get you back home." They deserve to be under the jail. Okay. And this is the state of Mexico. This is what you're walking into. Nobody's safe. Nobody's safe in Mexico. It's crazy. These people are going to be dealing with trauma for the rest of their lives. It is nothing that's going to make up for that. It's nothing you can do to make up for that. But arrest them. But I'm glad they caught them. I really am. I just wish they'll do the same for Shanquella Robinson. Dead end. I'm upset. I'm upset about this. And I bet you, and shout out to Gerald, North Carolina Beat. I heard his commentary, and he wasn't far fetched from what he was saying. He was like, I bet you they went in there, talked to the FBI, and said that she wanted to fight, and she was fine when they left. So basically, they don't have any direct evidence to connect a suspect to. This is the problem. This is messed up. And let me tell you something. Khalil, her so-called best friend, because that's who she went there with, who set her up. If he really cared about his friend, he needs to speak up. Dead ass. What do you do in this situation? I know what my family would do. Leave it in the comments, Naughty Crew. Hashtag justice for Shanquilla. I'm sure the family's attorneys are going to continue to fight as much as they could. They'll take it all the way to the Supreme Court, I'm sure, if they have to. It has to be some type of rectification, or it has to be some type of punishment given in this. Like, I just can't even. I just can't even.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
It's definitely suspicious and weird. Leave it in the comments, Naughty Crew. Hashtag justice for Shanquilla. Please let me know what your thoughts are about what they decided, the FBI, on not bringing charges, because there's not enough evidence. There's not enough evidence. Please remember to hit that like, subscribe, and that bell button, and make sure you share my content so that we can keep this young lady's name alive. Justice for Shanquilla. Until next time, Naughty Crew, I'm out.